What's going on, guys? Noah just checking in. Little disclaimer, this video is going to be random and all over the place. I kind of want to let you guys in on my crazy. I feel like it's really convenient as a YouTuber just to talk about shit when you're feeling sane and your cognitive functions seem all on point. When you can come across as being, I don't know, smart, introspective, interesting, whatever. But right now, that's not how I'm feeling. I'm feeling absolutely crazy inside. I have some ideas as to why, and I just want to psychobabble them to you. So I want to let you in on everything that's going on in my crazy mind right now. So viewer discretion is advised. It's going to be random. But about a week ago, I recommitted to eating really healthy. And I totally cut out added sugar, and I cut out processed food and gluten. And when I do that, I've learned something from my failures and from my past experiences. When that happens to me, I feel ridiculous. I don't feel better right away. I feel worse. I feel fucking crazy. And I really have. It's been like an emotional roller coaster every goddamn day. More anxiety, more depressive feelings, and certainly just more like feelings of insecurity. Weird stuff. Anyway, that's been going on, and that's been a thing. But I'm 8 days in, and that feels good. Now, what I really want to talk about and what's been going on in my head is that I work a 12-step program, and my sponsor for this 12-step program, it's something that I'm really relying heavily on to get sober and stay sober. He brought up that he wants me to make a list of all the people that I've harmed, that have been affected negatively by my addiction. And I have to put it on paper, and I have to be willing to make amends to these people. Now, if you're familiar with 12-step work, then you know about this. This isn't new to you. But if you're not familiar, then it's just something they suggest you do to sort of clean house. And I know that my fiance Jessie is going to be at the top of that list. I know she's going to be at the top of that list. And I'm suddenly feeling really freaked out to write down all the negative things that have happened in our relationship, and all the ways that I've hurt her, and all the bad situations I put her in due to my alcohol addiction. And I don't just have to put her, I have to put everybody. I have to put absolutely everyone that's ever been negatively affected, even if it's in a subtle, small way, or for the people that it's been a really big, obvious sort of thing. And that's scary. That's scaring the shit out of me, because it's gonna put a light on some parts of me that I really don't like, and parts of me that I'm really kind of afraid to address and nervous about. And I feel like in your first year of sobriety, you can be really self-conscious, and your sense of identity can be kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've always felt like I've been a pretty confident person, pretty sure of myself, but that was always under the context of the life I've always known. But now I'm in uncharted territory. I've been sober for almost a year, and that's been sort of freaking me out too, because that's the longest I've ever been sober. And I think that uncharted territory has led me to a place of insecurity, which feels weird because I'm doing better now than I've done maybe ever in my whole life since I was a kid. But I kind of feel unsure of myself and a little bit insecure, and I feel afraid to write down everything I've ever done to hurt anybody, whether it be blatant or without intention. I feel nervous about that, like legitimately nervous about that. And I have to do it. And it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Dude, that makes me look so bald. Anyway, I'm fucking scared of that. I've just been frozen. Haven't really made any progress on it in like a week. Another thing that's got me tripping balls right now is last week my brother graduated high school. And, I've been out of high school for 10 years. And my brother's exactly 10 years younger than me. And he graduated from the same high school I graduated from. I'm 28 years old, and I was watching him receive his diploma and how excited he was, and I was listening to the commencement speeches, and damn, did it have me reflect. And it ended up being a surprisingly emotional experience to watch him have that experience. And I started reflecting on my own life and thinking about, what have I done? What have I done with my life in the last 10 years? And am I proud of that? And am I okay with that? And am I feeling good about where I'm going? Like, suddenly I'm just having an atom bomb of introspection and self-reflection, and this sort of feeling of inner panic. Like, what am I supposed to be doing now? Am I doing the right things in life? Am I on the right path, And so it was really interesting hearing them talk about higher education. I haven't really brought this up, But I dropped out of Portland State University after I graduated high school midway through my sophomore year. I had no clue what I was doing. And I was I was interested in partying after high school. That was my number one top priority. And college got in the way. I wasn't one of those people that could manage my addiction and be a scholar. I just couldn't. Now, for the 60, 70 credits that I got decent grades. I got B's. You know, not good grades, but not bad grades. But I wasn't in it. I wasn't focused, and I dropped out. And there was always some part of me that felt kind of ashamed of that and a little bit regretful. But you know what? I sort of told myself that I would go back someday, and when I figured my stuff out, and oh, who cares? You don't know. Not everyone needs to go to college. I sort of made excuses for why I was okay with that. And then life just sort of got away from me, and I got further in my addiction with alcohol, and I just got further removed from pursuing any sort of formal career. I got comfortable in job opportunities that I was given, which were paying me well enough to live securely, but certainly not well enough to like build a family off of. At least that's how I perceived it. And then I got horribly depressed, and that's been, you know, that marks May 11th, 2000. What is it? May 18th, 2011, whatever, when I had my big breakdown. And then I never thought about school since then. But suddenly I'm feeling kind of insecure that I never went back. And I'm like trying to figure out where my self-worth comes from. And do I feel secure as a man? And watching my brother graduate, and then more specifically the next weekend, this past weekend, watching my sister graduate college. My younger sister just graduated college. So I'm listening to her commencement speech and watching that experience for her. And suddenly I'm noticing everyone's graduating from college. And then I just started to feel kind of insecure about myself. And I never would have guessed that I would be made insecure about something like that. I've never felt insecure before about the fact that I never graduated college. But for some reason, while I did get filled and injected with some inspiration, I also got injected with a lot of insecurity about what I'm doing, where I'm going with my life, and am I taking the easy way out, and what have I ever accomplished, you know, shit like that. Now, I know for a fact that I'm not the first person to feel this way. Obviously, this has got to be a normal thing. But I'm trying to figure out what to do about it, and it's sort of making me feel crazy. So crazy, in fact, that I think mixed with the fact that I'm coming up on a year of sobriety, and I've never been sober this long, which makes you feel crazy, and the fact that all these people are graduating college and high school, mixed with the fact that I just totally rerouted my diet. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with answers. I've literally been like feeling more nuts and insecure and more just like a loser than ever before. And it's this self-loathing is not productive. It's not helpful. And I know that I'm worthwhile and that I matter. But I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. I know logically that there's no shame in not going to college, and I know that I've done some good things since high school, but I also know that I basically haven't accomplished much of anything in my life. And I'm with a woman who's going to be a physical therapist. She's going to school to be a physical therapist. And I started to think, am I going to wake up one day at age like 35 and am I okay with like being married to a healthcare professional, and is she going to be okay with being married to a YouTuber? Like, is that all I am? You know, or is that where I laid my dreams on? I tell people, oh yeah, I do freelance video work sometimes, but I've only done like 5 or 6 real legitimate freelance projects. Did one with a tanning company. I did one with a hospital, which I'm still working on. I've done some weddings, and I've done some stuff, but I've turned down a lot of jobs too because I'm insecure about my filmmaking abilities, and all this insecurity and all this self-shame just keeps me frozen. And I suddenly was feeling like maybe I'm not good enough for my own woman, and why would she want to be with me? Things that I've never thought about before. I've never been that way before, and I don't like it. I don't like how it feels, and I don't like where it's taking me, and I don't like feeling insecure. And I'm starting to ask myself, what defines success? What do I need in my life to feel good about myself and to feel fulfilled as a man and as a person and as a productive member of society? You know, I'm in this uncharted territory with sober time. And if that doesn't make sense for you, I guess I can't fully explain it. But if you're an alcoholic or an addict like me, and then you take away that which you relied upon to feel okay in this world for as long as it's been gone, or like almost a year coming up here. It's like you think that you feel more secure in yourself, but you actually are sort of tapping into an emotional part of you that you've never been able to tap into, it's completely masked by drugs and alcohol. So suddenly I'm thinking and feeling things I've never felt, and it makes me feel crazy, and I don't like it, and I honestly like don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do about it. And I don't know if I should go back to school, if that's what this is telling me. I don't know if my ego is getting involved here. I just feel crazy, and I just want to share that with you because I know I'll sort it out, and I'll be damned if I drink over it. And I am so proud of my siblings who graduated college. I just want to make sure that I'm not selling myself short of my personal fulfillment and what I want out of life. And I want to make sure that whatever I do next is for the right reasons. But it's been hella weird feeling this way. I think I had some false arrogance and false confidence that I was relying upon that, stripped down to my core, I realized that like I kind of feel like a loser sometimes, and I don't like that. I don't want to feel that way, and I certainly don't want it to lead me back to old behaviors and say fuck it. Like if I want something more, if I want something different, I gotta work for it. And I can't be afraid, but I really am. So that's what's going on in my crazy head. That's what's going on in my crazy fucking head. Yeah. Low key, for the last couple of years, I was thinking maybe I'll just continue to work at the job I'm working at, which I'm really grateful for, and maybe YouTube will be my thing, you know. But I have such a small channel, and I love you guys, and I love my audience, but I have such a small channel, and I don't see it. I mean, I'd be down for whatever, but I don't have any expectations of it being some big, huge thing, you know. I'm just grateful for what I have, but I certainly don't think I could make a career out of it. I'd be surprised. It would have to happen on its own. I couldn't bank on it, you know. I don't know. I'm rambling, but that's what's going on with me. That's what's going on with me. And sometimes, you know, I've gone through stretches where I felt alpha as fuck, sure of myself, confident, proud, and then I go through these weird stretches where I'm like, I don't even know why, you know, my fiance would even like a guy like me, because what have I done with my life? And I feel like I'm kind of a loser, because look at all these people graduating and working towards these careers, and they're professionals and they're higher educated, and then there's like me, the college dropout and the YouTuber, and I just start to shame myself, and it's just bullshit. It can't possibly be a good thing, and I know that while there's some truth in everything, I know there's a lot of just self-defeating, weird shit going on in my head that can't be good. It can't be good. It won't lead to anything positive. And I just need to get that out. I feel like sometimes I just gotta word vomit on you, and I appreciate the opportunity to do that. Thank you for letting me just run my mouth and have this cathartic experience. And thank you for allowing me to admit that I feel insecure and vulnerable, and that I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. And I just needed you guys to know that, for whatever it's worth. So take good care of yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll do another video soon. And I've been trying really hard to say some positive things to myself, and to not be so hard on myself, you know, and not feel like I'm less than for not having completed a college degree at this time in my life, and for spending the last 10 years of high school just figuring out that I'm an alcoholic, you know, and maybe it was all worth it if I can at least say that I got sober, and I know that about myself now, and who knows what the future holds. But damn, life's crazy, and the way you can fluctuate up here is crazy. It's crazy. I got so used to the life that I had, and now it's like, oh fuck, I'm repeating myself. Later, guys.